artful kids. Today we're going to draw the Cat in the Hat. This is a project for my younger students because we're going to use a template here to trace the outline of Cat in the Hat. We're going to need black crayon, oil pastel in red and black, a pencil, and maybe an eraser. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to put our template or our pattern right down here on our paper, and we're going to hold it down really well with our hands. We don't want this to move while we trace. So we're going to take our black crayon. Now I'm going to give you a nice pointed black crayon. I've got lots of new ones in here, and we're just going to start tracing around our Cat in the Hat. And see how I'm moving my hand around? I'm moving my hand to make sure that I'm holding the pattern straight. So I'm finished with up here. I'm going to move my hand down here. And I'll give anyone a little bit of help who is having trouble with this. And we're just going to keep tracing around. So we just finished his mouth. And now we're going over his bow tie. Go over here, finish up his face. Now if you get some crayon on my template or pattern like I just did, oops, don't you worry about it. That's what these are for. They are used to getting marks all over them. All right, and then we go, there we go, finish up his hat, and there I think I am done. Okay, then the next step, looking at the Dr. Seuss, looking at the template here, I've already drawn in what his face is going to look like. When you move the pattern, all you have is the outline. So now what you are going to do is copy this and draw in his face. All right, so I'm going to start here with his mouth. See where that goes in a little bit? This is going to be his smiley face, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to do his eyes. His eyes are actually, yep, I'm going to do his eyes. Draw his eyes nice and big here. And the middle black part, the pupils there, and his nose. His nose can go right under his eyes. Okay, then he's got an ear up here. Now don't do the hat part yet. We want to get this ear in first. His ear is over here in the side. Over there. All right, then we're going to finish the hat. Or not finish the hat, so that's the brim of his hat. You know, I'm going to go down here and finish the bow. So I'm copying this. Here's a circle right here. And then some little lines for the bow. Okay, then I'm going to go up and finish the hat. So I am going to use 4 lines. I've got the brim of the hat here, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines I'm going to draw for his hat. There. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is Cat in the Hat. Now, if you want to use a pencil to draw in the eyes, the hat, all the details, these are the details. If you want to use a pencil before you go right in with your crayon, you are welcome to do that. I was actually going to do that, and I completely forgot that I was going to do that, and I just went right in with my crayon. So you can do it that way if you want, or draw a pencil with pencil first and then trace over your pencil. However you would like to do that is fine. So he's got a red and white hat. So let's go ahead. Now the brim is white, and then we're going to just color in the stripes of his hat. Okay, an oil pastel is what we're using. An oil pastel is like crayon, only much darker and much thicker and richer. And if you press down really hard, then you get it nice and dark. Oil pastel is really nice. Now his hat is striped, so then the next one is going to be white. Then the next stripe is going to be red. That's right.
Okay, so we're going to keep coloring that in nice and dark. We know you all are really good at your coloring. All right, and then the tip of the hat. All right, there's his hat. Now I'm going to
there's really not a lot of color in his face, but what you can do, we can add whiskers. So if we have a picture, I'm going to have pictures up on the computer of Cat in the Hat while you're doing this. So you can look at the Cat in the Hat, add anything you want. There are some nice whiskers. And then if you look, there are some dark marks here. And you can just add some dark. Actually, I was using crayon. I'm going to use oil pastel because that makes it. See how much darker that is than the crayon? So if you want to add a little bit, and you can add some lines in here if you want. There we go. And you don't want to overdo the black, just a little bit, because that's what he looks like in the drawings that Dr. Seuss drew. Okay, and there is our Cat in the Hat. And I want you to be sure to write your name on the bottom. It's probably best if you write in pencil so we can see that well. All right, writing your name, and then there you have Cat in the Hat. I hope you have lots of fun.